Alright, so you're wondering whether or not you should summon on this Resurrection F Thank You Celebration Dokkan Festival banner with the Blue Boys, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and also the Jocko with the rest of these units on here. Let me provide some information for you to let you decide for yourself, but I'll be completely honest and upfront. You probably don't want to summon on this banner, and here's why. This unit right here, them releasing at this time on Global is very bad timing. It really is. And the Jocko unit, while he is a good banner unit, he's just not, he's a very niche unit. He's not in very many categories. His link skill is okay, and he actually has a pretty good kit. And he has a great chance of stunning the enemy. So he's a great super battle road unit, but he doesn't raise defense or attack on a super attack. He does have a high chance of evading, so he has that going for him. But other than that, this unit right now, at the time of his release on Global right now, with the Gammas released already, with other good units on the horizon in the near future, especially the LR, Trunks, and Vegeta from Future Saga, these units just don't hold up in the current meta. And this Goku is actually, he's a decent unit. He raises attack infinitely, which, you know, is a bit alarming in this current meta, because this current meta definitely favors defense with the harder events out and the way they're gearing harder events. The fact is like he raises attack infinitely. In his passive, he does have a lot of defense going for him. So he gets attack and defense plus 150% at the start of turn. Upon his entrance animation, he gets Ki plus 3 and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack for 3 turns from the start of turn. So pretty decent right there, especially since he needs additional attacks to stack his attack and defense from his passive. Attack and defense plus 150 plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. So that's 200% defense and attack. And then he gets an additional attack and defense plus 25% with each attack performed. So not even a super attack, just an attack. So up to 100%. So we're talking 300% attack and 300% defense, but that's literally it. He has no damage reduction, there's no guard or anything like that, so it's a pretty basic passive skill, and it really doesn't hold up in the current events and within the current pool of units we have to use, with so many units like either guarding, having damage reduction, raising attack and defense infinitely, or raising attack and defense for 1 turn on their super attack. It's just, where are you going to put this guy? For real, honestly. That's the sad truth, because the unit looks cool and they are a decent unit. They look like they're a fun unit to use, but other than that, they're not going to be fun if you're taking supers and normals and not being able to tank those supers and normals with this guy. But their leader skill is actually pretty decent. They lead Realm of Gods and Mastered Evolution, full 170%, and then Pure Saiyans gets the extra 30% buff for a 200% lead. That covers a lot of units in this game. And this is probably way too early to talk about this, but later on down the road, when they do get their EZA, when this unit does get his EZA, they could be looking very good with that leader skill. Once the Goku exchanges into Vegeta, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to enemy. That's a great super attack effect right there. It really is. And then his passive skill randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres for 3 turns from the start of turns. Now, I do feel like maybe that should be permanent, but let's go ahead and read on. Attack and defense plus 150% plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. So that's similar to Goku's passive. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 25% plus an additional key plus 1 per rainbow key sphere obtained. He gets a 25% chance to crit per rainbow key sphere obtained and key plus 1. So if he gets 4 rainbow key spheres, is that a 100% chance to crit? That should be, if I'm reading that correctly. Still, not sure how great that is. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% with a rainbow key sphere obtained. Plus an additional defense plus 50% with 3 or more rainbow key spheres obtained. So this Vegeta can be decent for sure, as long as he's getting rainbow key spheres. The problem is you're going to need to bring another orb changer onto the team. Now, I would say for Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road, this would be okay. But for most difficult content, this guy is just not going to be good at all, because he heavily requires rainbow key spheres in order for him to be good or decent in the current meta. And that's not okay. It really is not. It doesn't cut it. It really doesn't. Just keep that in mind, that this unit is mediocre on release, and Goku's passive is basic. Vegeta's passive is heavily reliant on rainbow key spheres. Keep that in mind as you're trying to decide whether or not you actually want to summon on this banner. Now let's take a look at the banner itself. The tech androids right here, a very great unit, are not going to be on this banner for sure. They were just on the banner with the gammas. So they're going to be replaced by most likely our favorite low-class warrior, Raditz. So what do y'all think about that? Because, okay, you're looking at this Vegeta and Goku, mediocre unit. Jocko, good in very niche scenarios. And then Raditz replacing the tech androids. On top of that, these other units have aged. I would say the best one is this Angel Final Form Frieza that can transform into Golden Frieza from the Tournament of Power, because at least I think he raises attack and defense infinitely, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he raises defense infinitely. There you go. So he is still a viable unit, and he's still super attack. So he's still a viable unit, especially in longer events. This is actually one of the worst banners I've seen recently. It really is. It's really not that great. And unfortunately, it's not even because of the banner units themselves and the rest of the featured units. It's actually more so because of the two main featured units. So if that tells you anything, you probably shouldn't summon. It is up to you, completely up to you. If this is the unit you've absolutely been waiting for, and you just love their animations and want to see those animations all the time, you personally are going to have fun with this unit, go for it. Summon for them. I mean, I can't stop you from spending your Dragon Stones, but here's the thing. It really is not wise to summon for this unit. It isn't. But you have a choice to make. If you want to run difficult content and want to be able to actually do well in difficult content, don't summon for them. If you don't care about doing red zone or taking on Cell Max and testing out your units, by all means, this might be the unit for you. Just make a decision for yourself. Make a decision that is going to work best in how you want to play the game. All right, that's about it. See you in the next one.